What's up, everyone, and welcome to episode 29 of Risky Radio. My name's Ben, aka Shopa, and I'll be your host tonight. Joining me are Zach, aka Risky the Kid.
Hello, everybody.
And Lewis, aka Waterloo.
What's up, guys?
So, I'm super excited to get in this podcast.
Let's do it. Or not.
Let's just dive right in.
We just dive right in?
Yeah.
All right, let's go for it. Lewis.
Yeah.
We'll start with you again today.
All right. Sure.
What did you play this week?
What did I play this week? Well, that is a good question.
Well, thank you.
How much South Park did you play this week?
We'll get to that later. Let's see. What did I play?
Why are we getting to that later?
I asked you a fucking question. You tell me the answer.
God damn it.
I played enough to party.
Well, all right. I guess we get to
I played
that later
17
then.
hours worth of Fractured Butthole.
Thank you.
Solid 17 hours. Probably almost 18. I played a lot of that, and I played some Stardew Valley. That was pretty much it. Yeah, I didn't play too much of anything else. It was pretty uneventful for me. I worked and played Fractured Butthole.
You fractured your butthole at work?
I did fracture my butthole at work.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else going on. No, a pretty boring week for me.
Did you do anything not game related this week that was interesting?
Or work related?
No.
No?
Nope. I mean, I took my dog to the park a few times.
Hey, that's more than like the whole month of August, so.
I mean, I took her a few times in August too. Maybe a little less than few. But honestly, I can't really recollect my weekend. It was just full of fractured buttholes.
That's real gross.
Oh, okay. Well, Zach, how about your week?
I fractured my butthole, but not as
Much?
not as hard or long as Lou, I guess.
He fractured a lot of butt.
That sounds like it.
My butthole has a giant crack down the middle.
I hopped into some Knights of the Old Republic last night.
I watched that, actually.
I streamed that for a little bit.
It doesn't look too bad.
It doesn't look horrible.
If you've never played it, play it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. The story
Just
is
simply for the
very
story.
good. The combat is like it's from 2003.
It was great for its time.
Makes sense. Yeah, for sure. I mean, the story still holds up from what
yeah.
I had gotten, how far I had gotten into it. But, yeah, it definitely has a slight graphical upgrade. Like textures are maybe a little bit sharper.
Yeah, it looks
Colors look a little bit better, which I wasn't expecting at all, but that was kind of cool. Stardew Valley. I finally got through my first year of Stardew Valley.
How long did that take you?
It took me 41 hours.
41, a whole work week.
Yeah, dude. I think it's weird. I posted about it in Discord because I was wondering if anyone else had taken that long. And I didn't hear back from anyone, but I don't know if it's counting time on like a pause screen, but even then it's like the Switch would time out.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
That's a lot of time.
Right.
I mean, what's an average hour is like, is it a minute? I can't remember what the time difference is.
No, it's definitely less than that.
Is it? Is it like a minute is like 30 seconds?
No,
I bet a minute
couldn't
is like
tell
an
you.
hour.
It might be close.
Or something around there, or 45 seconds. So you think
So each day is like, could be 15 minutes.
Yeah. And then 15 times 28?
It's a lot of math I don't want to do right now.
Let me get out my handy dandy calculator.
You do that and I'll talk. So I wonder if it's because I stay up. Like my guy in the game never goes to bed before probably midnight. So I don't know if it's that, but then a lot of times it's just I would eat throughout the day so that I didn't have to so I wouldn't get like tired until it was super late at night in the game. And I don't know if that's the reason or what. I also didn't think I'd put 40 hours into this game, but when you can play it anywhere, I guess it's not tough to do. The Switch will make a lot of games like these, will make me put a lot more time into a lot of games than I would think I would normally play, I guess.
Yeah, they brought in a situation where it's not just the game affecting how long you play it anymore. It's the console itself that's affecting it. So
yeah, true.
It's good by them.
So yeah, that was my first year. I'm starting up the next year at 40 hours in, and I still want to keep going. So I'll keep doing that. We have Mario coming up soon.
Oh
so
my goodness.
That'll probably take some away.
I think a day's longer than 15 minutes.
Okay, might be a little bit longer.
Yeah. Maybe a day's more like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe a half hour. I don't know.
What else? I finally played a little bit of Rocket League. They have a Halloween update going on right now.
Spooky.
Where, yeah, super spooky.
There's a bunch of good Halloween updates
for all sorts of games.
Mm-hmm.
You earn candy corns in the game, and then you can spend your candy corns on certain cosmetic shit for your cars. I actually played that with 16 ounce for a bit. Played some of that with Tyler last night, Tyler and Kenny. It felt good. I haven't played Rocket League in forever, and I was definitely rusty, but...
I could go for some candy corns right now.
Candy corns?
Oh, yeah.
A little sweet for me.
They're not the best candy.
I mean, no, but right now I could go for some. Maybe,
Fair enough.
Maybe a few candy corns, maybe one of those pumpkin ones, too.
And I also played a little bit of Shadow of War, but not a ton.
Mm-hmm.
South Park was definitely one of my more played games this week.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Ben?
I probably fractured my butthole the least.
Yeah.
Out of everyone here.
We're happy for you.
I mean, we're going to get into that later. I didn't actually play any Destiny 2.
Neither did I.
Minus like 2 Crucible games before a buddy got on and said, let's play something. So I was like, well, fuck Destiny.
Yeah.
I played a lot more Counter-Strike.
Mm-hmm.
I took a break from that game because it just seemed like every game I was either team was getting a troll and wasn't playing right, or they were hackers or something. But I've gotten back into it. I played probably like 5 or 6 matches this past week, and they were all pretty good matches. I got stomped in a couple of them, but
as expected.
Yeah. But then the typical, League of Legends, PUBG, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I played. Well, actually, let's just get into it. So, as everyone's heard so far, we definitely played a shit ton of South Park this week.
Well, some of us played a shit ton of it. Lewis.
Yeah, it was me.
Combined, we played a bunch as well.
Yeah.
I played on the PS4 because it just seemed more of one of those, like, I can sit on my couch, relax.
Yeah.
And it's not
your
that
PS4 is out in your living room right now?
No, definitely. You don't have to be really intensely into this game.
And I had Jess laughing for about 10 minutes because I just kept walking around farting on everybody.
Oh, yeah. I like that little
I would, like,
feature.
walk over to somebody, be like, hey, Jess. She'd be like, what? I'd be like,
you can also throw your farts at people, too.
I did that once in a while as well. So it had a comedic aspect to me, and as all South Park does. I came in this game not knowing anything about any South Park games. Never played Stick of Truth. And I literally had no idea what style game this was. I didn't know if it was going to be like a Telltale, like straight line. I didn't know how linear it was. I didn't know the fight style. I didn't know if it was going to be like Mortal Kombat or if it was going to be like...
Well, they changed the fight style from the original.
Well, now you could... The one big thing was that you can move.
Yeah, it was the original. It was more of just an RPG.
Like a turn-based,
yeah.
Like one side is the good guys, one side is the bad guys. Pick your moves, then they just hit each other.
This one you could like move around.
It's
it was like a grid.
Based?
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of what was that game? Not Castle Crashers, but
the other one by the Behemoth.
Yeah,
what the hell is the name of that game? I know what you're talking about. It's the people that made Castle Crashers. Yeah. We played it at
played it
at PAX East.
Yeah.
I think
bought it too,
and bought it there.
It was fun. I definitely enjoyed the combat style. It really made you think about your next move and how you're gonna keep your teammates, stuck together so they're not all spread out, and you have to find a balanced team to battle with and everything.
Yeah. So this game picked up literally directly after the Stick of Truth.
Pretty much, yeah.
I
Well, it actually
didn't-
picked up like during the Stick of Truth.
Because the very beginning of the game, you're actually fighting with swords and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So that was pretty awesome. Then Cartman comes in and he's like, "We're playing superheroes now."
Yeah, and then they decide to change. They're like, "No, we don't want to play superheroes." And then he tells them about some $100 reward they can get, and they all
For
decided
saving the cat.
Yeah, they all decided to do that. I really liked how they brought in a bunch of characters.
Like
from
Morgan Freeman?
Yeah, they brought in Morgan Freeman. They had a lot, like just pretty much anybody you can think from South Park was in it.
Did Chef show up?
I did not see Chef, and I did not see Man Bear Pig.
They killed him off?
I think so,
in the
yeah.
show, right?
Yeah. So I don't think he'll be showing up. But I didn't see Man Bear Pig.
No Kenny tributes at all?
Actually-
Anything about Kenny at all?
No, the only Kenny was there was when Mysterion was there. Because that's who Kenny is in the superhero world.
Oh,
Is Mysterio.
okay. I'd never met him
really?
in the game.
Oh yeah, he appears later on.
That's
when
cool.
when you join up with the Freedom Pals.
Okay, right.
But it was a lot of fun. I don't want to do too much spoiling, but they definitely they show everybody in there.
Pretty much all the people you could think of besides
Yeah,
those few.
it was really funny because I actually just watched an episode just randomly, and it had Jennifer Lopez in it about tacos and burritos, and she showed up in the game, which made
Jennifer
me laugh.
Lopez, though?
Yeah,
Oh, that's funny.
Slightly, they mention her, and then they talk about Mitch Connor. It's really good. I'm also surprised I didn't see any of the people from the future that take our jobs. They took our jobs. Other than that, I really had fun.
I just want to point out that he waited until this part of it to get racist. It didn't happen in like the very, very beginning.
Well, you cannot not get racist when you're talking about a game that.
When you're talking about South
When
Park.
you're talking
Exactly.
when you're talking about a game that the difficulty setting is based on what race you actually
that
are.
made me laugh. Where if you're a darker skinned person, your difficulty is going to be harder than if you're a lighter skinned person.
Yeah, that shit's pretty funny. So
Which I
how
picked.
were you Caucasian?
I was like
Mulatto?
Mexican color.
Mexican.
I don't.
Dark.
Yes,
I
I
was
wasn't
dark
I
brown.
wasn't quite black, but I wasn't quite white. I said I had a tan.
Mulatto.
But eventually, down the line, you actually can say what your race is, and you'll say white, American, or white Italian,
You could also pick if you were
black,
transgender,
cisgender,
cisgender,
Yeah,
what the fuck that means.
cisgender is you identify with the sex that you were born with.
Yeah, I've just never heard of cisgender.
Yeah, I think they just
I don't know
threw
if
that
that's a
in
South
there.
Park thing or if I'm just ignorant on the issue.
I don't know.
Probably a good mixture of both.
But, definitely.
Never heard of it before, so probably not ignorant at that point.
I don't know. And then you can pick your religion and fill out your character
I
card.
would say so. The whole time you're just kind of working towards your character card.
Mm-hmm.
The open. I don't want to say open world. It's
Kind of.
It's kind of an opener world.
The 2D.
you've got a few streets.
Yeah.
To
You have
go down.
the
Do
town
you,
of South Park.
do you ever? You don't go outside of the initial map that you see.
No, you're only in South Park. You don't go to any other town.
And you're opening up. There's like fast travel points,
Yep.
which is nice
But yeah,
to get
fast
back and
travel
forth.
definitely helps. Fast pass.
Fast. That's hilarious. He's the Flash. Oh my god.
Which is different than in the Stick of Truth. They had, I'm pretty sure, Timmy would take you around for their fast travels in the original one, in Stick of Truth.
Yeah.
Which basically they literally took the map of Stick of Truth and redid it a little bit, added in some, Morgan Freeman's tacos. Pretty sure that wasn't in the first one. They added in a few things. But yeah, it's funny. I laughed a lot. It was like a South Park episode, but it just didn't seem to want to end.
Yeah, so one issue I think you might have run into, because I think by the end of this you were ready for it to finally end.
Yeah.
You rented the game, so every night you're keeping it, you know that you're
I thought it was after 3 nights.
paying a little more.
Like you pay the first night. The first time you buy it, it's like $3, and you get 3 nights out of it or something.
Unless you do like so.
If
If
you
buy it
rent it
at
after
9:01,
9 o'clock.
If you buy it at 9:01, you have it for that whole next day until 9 p.m. and then the whole next day.
Oh, so it's
until
$3
9
a day?
It's $3 like every other day, I think.
Oh
I'm
goodness!
pretty sure it's.
So I probably just should have bought it.
It.
How
At
long
this
did
point,
you actually have it?
I think I got it
7
last
days?
Tuesday.
I mean, even if it was 7 days, it's still $21. That's still cheaper than you would have paid.
I kind of wish I did buy it just because I felt like I was almost being rushed
So
through
that's what I was
this.
going to say. You felt like you had to get the game back, so you were just putting your nose to the grindstone and going, and that probably...
They definitely
I think
did.
that would wear me, rub me the wrong way.
But I didn't think it was going to be a 17-hour game.
I thought it was going to be longer, so...
I definitely feel like I goofed off a little bit in the beginning because I didn't think the game was going to be so long. So I did take my time and I went into every store, tried to get my picture taken with everybody to get my Kunstagran up.
Did it give you a completion percentage or anything like that, or do you know how far you are from 100%ing it?
I'm definitely a decent way, but I didn't check that.
Did you do a lot of side quests and stuff too?
There weren't too many side quests. There was only maybe a handful of side quests that I ran into.
Do you think that was because you didn't find some stuff, or do you think there's just not a ton of side quests in the game?
I think it might be because I didn't find a few things, but definitely I don't think there was too many side quests in the game because the actual story is fairly long.
Cool. How long did it take you to beat the first game? Maybe 8 hours?
Yeah, I want to say more like 8 hours, something
maybe
like that.
Maybe a little less even?
That's what I was expecting this game to be.
So more than double?
Yeah. If I had known this game would have been that long, like I said, I probably would have bought it.
Yeah, because you'd want to do every little thing.
Mm-hmm.
As far as... I obviously didn't get as far as you, but...
How far did you get? What was the last person you really fought, I guess?
The last person I fought?
That big battle you fought.
I feel like I don't even know if I got to a big battle.
Oh, really? Okay.
Is that super early then? I went to the high school. I talked to the prince or the counselor, whatever his name was, picked my gender. I might have done some stuff after that. Who was the first boss fight? Or
I can't remember.
Spoilers?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really matter.
I guess what was the last person you got on your team?
So I had Kyle. I had the Kite Man. I had the Fast Pass. Super Craig. I think that was it.
That was it.
No.
Mosquito?
Because I finished right when I got Mosquito. And I think because I finished, I didn't even pick my gender. I was 20 or 25 minutes past my kryptonite.
Okay. You just found it. What was your kryptonite?
I picked ninjas.
I picked cranky people?
Old people, maybe?
No, there was another one.
Crab people?
It was. Crab people.
Yeah, I picked crab people as well. Cranky people? Crab.
Yeah,
people.
I'm not a huge turn-based guy normally. Having the extra movement, so it's not straight up
turn-based,
left, right side turn-based. Having the different movements, the different moves. Once you get the hang of that, the game definitely picked up for me once I started to have more people on my team. Once I started to learn what my moves were, that kind of stuff. I was definitely cracking up a lot.
Oh, there's definitely funny parts about it.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
I definitely. Well, what difficulty did you play
on? Darker skinned,
medium Hispanic,
tan.
Yeah,
I played on tan.
I played on super white.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
and it was dumb easy.
Yeah,
definitely.
You could also get a chance of when you first start. You can pick from 3 different classes.
We all picked Blaster. I'm pretty sure.
I didn't pick Blaster.
Oh, you didn't?
I picked the speed guy.
That makes sense. You're decked out in flash gear right now.
Yeah. I don't know, but it doesn't really matter because you can actually change it any time. And by the time you finish the game, you can every single one is unlocked, so you can kind of mix your moves up.
Take a little bit of the speedster, put it into the blaster.
Exactly.
That's cool. I want to play more of this, but in all honesty, I'm not sure how much more I'll play, just because there's so much shit coming out. Like Shadows of War, I still want to beat.
Yeah, I know.
That's
what I really wanted to beat. That's why I was trying to rush through South Park.
So you could play Shadow of War?
Yeah, but I didn't think it was going to be like this,
Well, hey, you got a few days before Game Apocalypse happens on Friday.
I know.
And you know that, this doesn't matter for either of you, but Stranger Things, the second season, also comes out on Friday.
Oh, I'm so excited. Hold on. Let me hold back
my
my
payday
joy.
was on Friday. Is my payday this Friday?
No.
Damn it.
Next Tuesday.
That would have been
the
day.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, back to my weekend.
Yep.
I watched The Walking Dead.
Good.
Loved it.
Wow.
There was a lot of action.
Season?
Yeah, no, the
newer
new episode.
Hopefully it's not like last season where it started with a lot of action and then it was just fucking boring.
I'm hoping not, but it definitely started with a lot of fucking action.
That kind of makes me want to go back and finish the end of last season.
Definitely recommend doing. This just picked up right away. I thought it was going to lead into the war, but it it was the war basically. You know,
Oh,
and there's
damn.
still a lot more of the war that's going to be
That's
fought.
gonna happen.
But yeah, definitely was
War?
good.
Just don't worry about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I'm too far out. I keep up with Game of Thrones, but I watched Walking Dead for a little while and then I stopped.
Game of what?
Game of who?
I don't watch that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We really don't.
back to Fractured Butthole.
What do you give it out of 10?
Out of 10, it's hard to say because I feel like my judgment would be tainted. But
For fuck's sake, Lewis.
I'd probably
I
go
think
with like
Toast is going to love
a
that one.
7 maybe.
7? Yeah.
Yeah.
Improvement on. Well, okay. What would you give the first game?
About a 7 as well.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
Fair
there was definitely improvements, but like I said, the aspect of me wanting to beat this quickly and just kind of towards after the like 8th hours, I was just like, why won't you end? And
It's
I
just
think
like
that kind
the
of
longest
Yeah,
episode of South Park
Yeah.
ever.
I walked in your room right before we were recording this, and I was like, "Oh, you're still playing this?" He goes, "I just want to beat it. I think this is the last one."
yeah, and
I
it
think.
wasn't like I had that, and then I had like 4 more battles after that.
But you
Really?
still literally beat that game like right before we recorded.
Oh yeah, it is just literally.
That's I'm for that being all you played. I mean, congrats, you beat a game.
Yeah, it feels good. You know, I haven't
To
beaten
actually
the
get it
game
done.
in a while,
Yeah.
and it does feel good. I mean, I beat Destiny, but there's so much end game stuff that you can still pop into.
Once
it.
you beat Destiny, you still haven't beat Destiny.
Yeah, but that's kind of. I mean, I didn't because I definitely beat the game. There were 2 credits, so I know I beat the game. But
Yeah.
you can still do stuff in South Park once you're done.
Oh, cool. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Sweet.
But I am done with it. 17 hours of South Park.
All right.
I like it.
Next, we're going to get into some of the free shit you can receive. Games with Gold and Xbox One. Oh, sorry. Yeah, go right ahead.
And this is why I usually do it. but
yeah,
go back to you.
Do you want to try again?
Yeah. Next, we're going to get into some free shit. Got it. All right. Games with Gold this 15 days, month. Xbox One, you can get Gone Home still and the Turing Test. Same as last week. And 360 Medal of Honor Airborne. So go out and grab those. But they're the same. They'll be resetting by the time we record this next week.
Yeah, you only have till the 31st.
Like a week to get them.
Yep.
Less than a fortnight. Half a fortnight.
Every week he makes that joke.
A week.
A week.
A week. On PS Plus, on PS4, you can get Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain, and the Amnesia Collection.
Stupid.
Nailed
Amnesia.
Yeah, Amnesia. What was I? Amnesia? That's what I was saying.
No, it wasn't.
You're
Anim-
saying the Animus collection.
Animus. Amnesia and I could see Animus out of that.
Nope,
No.
not even close.
No, I clearly can see Animus on it because that's how I read it.
They
so.
both start with an A, but after that, you're pretty fucked.
and okay, that from far away, those could be like 3 N's in a row.
Maybe you just need
Amnesia.
glasses and it'll fix you.
Well, he's already wearing glasses.
Maybe
Oh, yeah.
stronger
Maybe
prescription
he needs
glasses.
a magnifying glass.
PS3, you can get Monster Jam Battlegrounds and Hustle Kings. And for the PS Vita, you can get Hue and Skyforce Anniversary. Both of which are crossplay on PS4. With a little bit of quick sponsorship, this week's episode of Risky Radio is brought to you by 16 Ounce Gaming. They're a great community where you can hang with us and a bunch of other cool dicks. Links to the 16 Ounce Discord and podcast can be found in the show notes.
All right,
If you get
Peckerhead.
lucky, you can even see a picture of dicks once in a while.
There's somebody likes to put in like pizza delivery
Dicks.
dicks.
Yeah, it's Organic Avenger. He's a big fan of Photoshop and penises. So
Oh, like Kyle's dad. He always photoshopped the mouth open and put a dick in it.
that's yeah. Yep. That's
It's
organic.
Same person. Same person.
Except for he's photoshopping pizzas with dicks on them. A whole
Wait,
new meaning to sausage pizza.
No, what was that? What's that website, Zach?
BigSausagePizza.com for all your pizza dick needs, I guess.
Now, if they put meatballs on it, would it be like testicles, sausage and meatball.
Now you're
pizza?
just going too far into the thought.
Just saying.
Just too far.
There's an idea
Just
for you.
sausage pizza. Best
That's
sausage
ruined.
pizza around.
I don't like sausage pizza.
Well, that's your fault.
And you
not
fucked
ours.
up.
You done fucked up.
All right. Next, we're going to get into some listener questions. What we got the past week? New friend of the show, right? Bama Shocks 81.
Yes, sir.
First time he wrote in, we're going to answer it right now for you. What do you guys think the impact of fewer buildings to parkour will be? And in parentheses later he writes, Assassin's Creed Origins. Will it turn off faithful fans, or will everyone embrace it as a temporary change from what we're used to? Assassin's Creed boys, give it to me.
All right, so I think that the lack of buildings will definitely affect the parkour a little bit, but I still think there will be parkour going on because there will be. I'm gonna guess there will be a lot more vaulting and running away, and less like trying to climb upwards. Right? More like running,
maybe more stealth.
Yeah.
Too.
I feel like it's going to put more of an open world feel into it. I've never played Assassin's Creed, but I play a little bit. But what I feel like is there's definitely points you can say, jump off this, or jump over this, or jump from this ledge to this ledge, and it's pretty kind of linear. Does it feel that way? Or does it feel more open worldy? You guys played a lot more.
It feels more open world.
It is an open world.
Yeah, it's an open world game, but there is a linear story to that.
Yeah,
but it's an open world.
I feel like with more buildings, you're just able to get a more spectacular parkour in.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll take away from actual parkour, because you're gonna have markets with roofs,
like
and
I said,
you're gonna have walkways,
more vaulting, more like jumping through doorways,
It'll
more
be a
jumping
lot of
through
like
windows.
single story.
Oh yeah,
running
Unless
across
you're
the
on
top of mud huts
pyramids.
and shit like that.
Or the Sphinx. I think those will be the big things to climb
If
up.
we don't get to climb on the Sphinx, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Right?
Super
that would
pissed.
really
That's got to be a
upset
thing.
me. I'm sure there's going to be some high towers that you can jump off of.
Well, yeah. If we don't have towers to unlock, what are we doing?
But I think that's where your eagle comes in. You go, and your eagle flies up and you go,
so you can get
scans
your
around.
way up in the air.
Yeah.
Fix.
But I don't know. I think it'll be interesting for sure, and I think it's gonna, since its origin, I think it's gonna take more place with trying to blend in with the people that you were, like in Assassin's Creed 1, where you would blend in with the guys, the robes in white. Now I think you can blend in better with like
Whoever.
yeah. I think they're gonna take it more that way.
And that's something also this is their origins. This is them literally training wheels on doing what, sure, 100 years later you can jump off of fucking buildings, but at this point they have no idea what this even is.
They have no idea what a building is.
Exactly. So I was just agreeing.
I would also say that like the parkour to me is mediocre. I don't think it's anything super
impactful on whether you play the game or not.
Right, like I'm not sure that climbing up giant buildings was my favorite parts of those game anyways. Like
it did put a challenge because certain buildings could only be climbed up certain ways.
That's true.
Which was kind of cool.
I also feel like that changed. Like in Syndicate, you had a fucking grappling hook.
Yeah.
Like in the most recent one. I think the faithful is gonna like this game because it looks polished as shit. The combat will be awesome. There's still going to be parkour. You know it's going to be there no matter what. Whether or not there's 800 giant buildings to climb up, I don't know. I think it'll be fine. I think
the next Assassin's Creed in New York City. Woo.
That's what I've always thought, because you know they always have the stupid
outside the Animus.
Yeah, the stuff outside of the Animus with what's the name of that
Peter
corporation?
Parker.
No. I want to call it Embryo. That's definitely not Embryo.
Ambrose? And no.
Oh, we're close.
Umbrella? No.
No. Yeah, Umbrella. It's zombies. I always thought the last game in the series would be you finally coming out of the Animus and then having to deal with Cerebro.
Yeah,
nope, Cerebro is
that's
the fucking
X-Men
thing.
No, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it right now. But yeah, me too. Like eventually, well, they did touch in a little bit. What is it?
Abstergo?
Yeah,
Abstergo.
that's it.
Yes.
I could see something. They did kind of bring you outside the Animus a little bit in a few of the games. But
where you'd actually do combat and stuff.
You barely did. You even do combat when you were outside?
In some of them, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But they brought you outside in the movie
hand-to-hand
too.
combat.
Yeah.
Also, like if they did that, you could have like guns and stuff too. They've implemented bows
Grapple
and shit
hooks,
like that. That could be fun. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be good still. I think the faithful. I'd consider myself one of the faithful. I've played at least. I think I've played all of them except for Unity. I didn't put a ton of time into.
I played all of like the Black Flags.
Oh, the Black Flag was like the fucking.
That's what I've heard.
Jesus
it was the best
Christ.
one. It was like all about
it's
boats
very
and pirating.
Good. Yeah, good pirating. Good. It's a good pirate game. But yeah.
All right. Friend of the show Kaboski writes in. Is there a place in a game where you go to just have your character sit there while you enjoy listening to the music playing in the game? So the only thing that popped up for me is because I feel like not a lot of my games linear like this situation would have to be have good music in them because I just play multiplayer all the time. But I will have to say that Rocket League, while you're waiting for game queues, has some pretty good music.
Yeah, that's definitely true. The first thing that came to mind for me was The Flood and the Flame.
Yeah.
That indie game. Chuck Reagan does all the music for that.
Which is now on the Switch.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
I wonder if I knew that. That seems like a perfect game for that.
Yeah, definitely. I almost bought it.
I remember turning that game on specifically just to listen to the music. It was about a month ago. And I just loaded. I didn't even like turn the game on. Like it was like press A to start, and I just sat at the title screen just listening to music. I don't have a lot of games where I just have a character and I make him sit somewhere for any reason. Like maybe Destiny, I'll make my guy sit. And
yeah, but
if we're just
doing
waiting,
it for the listening to the
but no,
music?
I'm definitely not doing it for music.
I don't think there's any for me.
Nothing that sticks out to you, really?
No, the only thing that sticks out to me is when I was waiting for you guys at Destiny, the one, I'd go down to where Zerev would every now and again
The
was
jukebox.
the jukebox, and I'd play the jukebox
Yeah.
and dance.
So there you go.
I
mean, that's definitely the same kind of thing.
But I wouldn't go there purposely just to listen to those like 30-second clips.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, back in the day, Tony Hawk.
Just the soundtracks in general.
Yeah, were awesome.
I played that.
I don't know if I just sat around to listen to the music, but I definitely played it for parts of the music.
Grand Theft Auto. Would you ever just like put it on a radio station and sit there or anything like that?
I wouldn't sit there. That's one of the reasons why I actually really like the Grand Theft Autos is I would kind of play it more as a driving game and just listening to the music, driving around, trying to do real cool things.
So
I wouldn't
that's
just sit there.
Yeah,
but
that's not bad.
that would be the closest for me, I guess.
Yeah, I know a lot of people will listen to like video game music outside of actually playing video games, like on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
That's never really been for me. Like Chuck Reagan stuff, like I said, I'll actually go to his page and just listen to some of his music because it's good. But like I won't listen to like Super Mario music or something like that. That's not really my thing.
Well, what about little cliff note here? What about ringtones of like Mario, like going down the tube, or like
That was pretty good.
or like in Sonic when he gets the bubble, the whoop, like that.
That wasn't as good.
No, it definitely wasn't. Well, yeah,
There you go.
a few people that I work with actually have ringtones
stuff
or
like
text
that.
tones like that. Yeah,
Or the Mario, like when you hit a coin,
Ba-ding!
like the coin noise. Yeah.
yeah.
So, being on that point, it's funny because some of the stuff I listen to on YouTube, like I'd like to put on 2 or 3 hour just mixes of stuff to keep me busy, and sometimes they're Skyrim based.
Okay.
Never played Skyrim before, but I have to infer they have a pretty good soundtrack. If most of these songs,
It's like a Lord of the Rings soundtrack, really epic music. Speaking of that, there is I forgot, like, it's like not house music or text. I don't know what it is, but they infuse it with like Zelda, and they have like
Somebody just remixing.
with like heavy like
That kind of stuff,
dubstep and stuff like
yeah,
that.
and everything like that.
Those are probably the
Which is
best.
kind of fun.
Like,
Blues interpretation of EDM. It's just real good.
That's
Skrillex right there.
oh yeah, that's scrambling my brain.
When you just made that noise, like 18 lights popped up on the soundboard.
But yeah, so not really any of us sit somewhere, but I also think we play games for a lot of story, not as much for the music, unfortunately. But a friend of the show, Shine, writes in and asks, what book or book series would you think would make a great game?
As soon as he gave me this question, I was like, Shine, people don't read books anymore.
yeah, I
Also true.
don't read in general.
But apparently some people do. The easiest way that I thought of this was think of a book that was turned into a movie. Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter.
yeah, but those already pretty much.
I know
Harry Potter's not a
I'm
game,
just
though.
saying a lot of those are
Is it?
games.
Actually, I played one Harry Potter game.
I would say there used to be Harry Potter games way back when.
Like 360 or something.
I remember.
like the Wingardium Leviosa thing where you had to go in the circle.
Yeah,
No,
you
I don't.
do stuff with the
Thumbstick.
joystick. Yeah. I mean, I've always thought some type of Harry Potter game would be sweet.
That's the first thing that crossed my mind. But I kind of figured there was already one of them.
Wizard of Oz, like a dark, like grittier version of those Wizard of Oz, I think could be cool.
I feel like they would have
Where
to
it's
make
like-
that into a turn-based though.
I mean, you could.
I feel
do
like
it.
that would be the easiest for Wizard
Or a
of Oz.
third person. You can be Dorothy or Donovan.
The lion?
No, it's just the male version of Dorothy.
I don't think they would do that because that would be taking away from the story of Wizard of Oz.
That would just be
You're making
reinventing
it dark
for a
and
game.
gritty, and Dorothy's going to be killing flying monkeys and shit. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not trying to just like
You just
replay the Wizard of
You
Oz.
make a dude's name John and his gun's Dorothy.
There you go. Exactly. I like it.
I don't
Game
foresee
inventors
that.
right here.
I guess for me, the last book I read
Was Fear and Loathing in Lothfaga.
No, it's actually gonna say Fahrenheit 451.
You're gonna make a game out of that?
Maybe, I don't know.
Firefighter?
I don't think so.
Could have there been firefighter games in the past? You know,
This is going to be very minuscule because I don't read any books.
see, I was on the same page.
Aragorn? They came out with a shit-ass movie, which you guys didn't do much of with last week's podcast. Have you ever seen the movie or read the books?
What does that have to do with last week's podcast?
I mentioned Aragorn in last week's podcast as well.
Aragorn, son of Aragorn.
No.
Wrong one. Wrong one. That's not who he's talking about.
Oh, Hidalgo.
What?
What?
Seabiscuit?
Yes.
What? No. So it's a book series. It's actually 3 books. I don't remember the other 2. I read them when I was younger. But the kid's just a stable boy, and it turns out that he finds a dragon egg in the middle of the forest that chose him, and he now protects the earth against evil with a dragon.
Game of Thrones.
They already have a game. They have a Tall Tales Game of Thrones. But back to firefighting game, Burning Rangers for the Sega Saturn. Awesome. It was firefighters in space.
What the fuck?
Wait,
Yeah.
that
I've
doesn't make
never
any
heard of
sense.
that.
What? Firefighter. They were in a space
need-
station.
You need oxygen.
They were in a
for
space
fire.
station, okay? Obviously, they just weren't flying around in space. Burning Rangers, awesome game. There was a limited amount they made for this game. Awesome, really good. If you can find it now, it's like a $250 game.
Really?
Yeah.
What about comic books?
Flash.
Just a good Flash
A
game?
good Flash game.
I'm just
you know.
going to make you Sonic, and it's a 2D Flash game, and I'm just going to replace the Sonic pixels with a Flash
That's
pixel.
fine. I'd be happy.
You only have to replace 8 of them real quick.
Haha.
And then one last thing, which isn't a book at all, but the TV show Firefly, I think would be a super good game.
Yeah.
I know.
Wouldn't that be Serenity?
Serenity was the name of a movie.
What? It was based around Firefly, right? Is
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Okay. I just wanted. I was saying that for myself.
Wouldn't it?
Oh.
I was trying to connect them together.
You keep those thoughts in your head.
Why?
You don't shout Serenity at me when it has nothing
Serenity
to do-
now.
Well, then in that case,
Well, it does have something to do with
like-
it because it was based off of Firefly.
like Blade Runner.
Yeah, I guess.
Was it not?
A Blade Runner would be fun. I
Yeah.
think
that could be good.
Cyberpunk, the stupid CD Projekt Red game, looks like Blade Runner to me, kind of.
Yeah, I
like
could
some
see
of that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Don't read a lot. I don't have. There's too many things to do, and most
Maybe a
of them don't
Spawn
involve reading.
game?
Spawn?
Yeah, like really super dark, gritty Spawn game.
Maybe you'll get to play a Spawn in
Yeah.
that Spider-Man game that's coming to PlayStation next year.
Why would you be able to play a Spawn?
Spawn. I'm thinking of fucking Venom. My
Yeah.
bad. Yeah,
Very similar.
they're both scary monsters that I wouldn't want to meet in
One's
an
from
alley.
hell and one's from outer
The
space.
Spawn. All right, friend of the show, Toast.
Oh, you got rid
Great.
of that question.
Why did you want to start doing the podcast? How long did it actually take you to get around to doing it? Well, I'll let you guys do this because you're the original cast. I'm just a fill-in that happened to stay, technically.
So I don't know. I was listening to a lot of podcasts,
Like you still do.
like I still do. And I was like, I play a lot of games and I consume a lot of games media and coverage.
Knowledge.
So why not talk about
So why not talk about it? And like this time we get each week to actually just talk about games, like I don't do that a lot with other people. Like I'm in Discord talking and shit, but actually sitting down and talking with somebody, with like your friends about games, that's pretty nice to be able to do that. Just get our thoughts out there. It's more, I don't know. I feel like it's just kind of like having a conversation and hitting a record button with some structure.
Yeah, it was funny because I think I mentioned something to you like right before you started this podcast about wanting to do a podcast with some of my friends. or saying something to you about we should start something, posting just thoughts, a vlog, something like that. And you're like, well, I kind of have something in the works, and you were really like general about it, so I had no idea what you were doing. And then like 2 days later, you were like, hey, by the way, me, Lewis, and Tim are doing a podcast about gaming, so we might need to ask you about questions about stuff like recording or all that stuff. And I was super psyched to help you guys like in any way possible. And then voice crack. And then I was at a hockey game, and I got a text from Zach that said, "You're in." And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And that night we were recording, and I had to get whatever knowledge I could into my head before I got here. So
I want to go back and listen to that first podcast because I have no fucking idea what it sounds like. It's probably pretty bad.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Probably horrible.
Yeah.
I was sweating. Like, I was so nervous. I was still nervous until about 3 or 4 episodes ago, to be honest. I'd always come up here with like butterflies in my stomach, and now I'm just like,
that's weird.
I love the system.
I guess I don't know. I've never felt nervous about doing it. I feel like if we did a live show, I'd feel nervous, like new people were watching there, but
Nah.
This feels alright. I just make sure to aim my mouth towards this mic, and
Yeah, I got to think of that more.
You're not doing too bad, actually.
Yeah, it's because I can look at both of you.
I was saying we put them
put-
down at the other
Put
end.
me at the other end so I can see
So right
both
now,
of
Ben and I are sitting like right next to each other. So I rarely look at Ben because then I'd have to lean away from my mic. But Lewis, he gets to look at
he
both
just
of
I
us
can- yeah,
both of us.
because he has a lot of trouble.
I
hard
like when I'm talking to people, I like looking at them because it shows I'm intent and
Not a bad thing at all.
exactly.
He needs a lapel mic. That's what we all need.
Yeah.
And we can just walk around the house.
Just
Um,
recording.
but I
just
guess I got
willy-nilly.
into it just because it's fun. I always wanted to do something more like a streaming Twitch type deal.
Myself was YouTube and doing
Yeah.
all those videos and stuff. Just some sort of
But I feel
digital.
like it would be a lot harder to get that off by yourself with everything that's going on right now. So I mean, I'm not
So
saying
you let
this
me
was,
do all the work for you.
I'm not. Yeah, pretty much. I'm not saying this was a second option, but
Still.
you were doing it. You wanted to do it. I thought it would be fun, so I was like, yeah, why not? I enjoy playing video games and talking about them.
And you've been one of my only friends that like I could have conversations about more than just
Call
of Duty.
Yeah.
Hey,
So I
I
like-
was one of those friends once.
I was
I like-
saying, like, watching you evolve into something more than just a COD player, like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Even if you still don't like a lot of stuff that's not that.
Getting
but-
there.
I don't know.
I'm getting there.
There's just so many games out there that it's fun being able to play them all and talk about them and like, hey, they did this really good. They didn't do this good to my thoughts.
And the other advantage that we found for this was we were all living right next to each other.
Recording locally makes
Yeah.
this 1,000 times better.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you can
Everything's-
tell when someone has something to say or when.
Yep.
Like-
visual cues help the flow so much better, and it's fun to come hang out for a couple hours. Record, talk about shit you want to talk about, and I mean we'll get into a conversation like at work. Zach and I will, and we'll be mid conversation. We'll be like, shit, let's stop talking about this and save it for the podcast. Like we just love doing this, and it's fun to talk to you guys about this stuff.
And as far as how long it actually took, not long. After like the initial thought,
No.
we started the podcast with a Yeti mic that Ben had, and we just put it in the center of a table, put it on whatever
forgot
mode
about
it
that.
was, and then we just all would lean our heads in.
We were at the end of this table, knocking knees.
Really?
Like,
I don't even remember.
yeah,
that.
we were right here. Remember? And
I
we
thought
were
we had
on that table,
I thought
and
we
we
had
were
more
all
than
around one corner.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, now I remember. Oh, speaking of memberries, did you find any of those in South Park? I found as many as I could.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know. It didn't take too long, I don't think.
No, we
It was
definitely
kind of like, what do we need? We need a mic, we need
Content.
a computer, and we need something to talk about.
Yep.
Most of that was there.
Yep.
Mhm.
And Ben supplied the other half. And then once
when we evolved,
we got through a few episodes, and I think we were like, all right, we can keep doing this.
Mhm.
And then once we decided that we were going to continue, that's when we decided to upgrade equipment.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Like, nothing was
I had-
super expensive.
I happened to have a bunch of mic
And
stands,
you had a lot of
and-
mic stands.
and all the cords and stuff, and
Yeah. It all worked out. Came
Yeah.
together.
now we're just building and having a bunch of fun.
Building a brand.
And snuck in right before the beginning of the show. Friend of the show, Milk, asks if y'all can remember Is he from the South?
I think he's living in Ohio right now. But
Question for the podcast, if y'all remember.
I played with him on Friday, and as the night went on, like the later and drunker he got, the more deep his drawl was.
The farther south he went.
Yeah, exactly. Like he started off just sounding like the rest of us, and by the end of it, he was just like this, talking about his Busch Light, and I was like, "Holy fuck! Who is this?" Like,
golly, I just got drunk off Busch Light.
But speaking of drunk off Busch Light, he asked, "What is the drunkest night you've ever had?" So we do the biggest one for last or first?
For last.
Yeah, I thought. Did we not decide we were doing a special episode for this?
I don't know. I don't think it needs a special episode.
No, you don't want to.
I think we do have a lot to talk about. So
I mean, I have a lot to talk about.
I'm gonna make this executive decision here. We're gonna do a separate little podcast on this
bonus
episode because I know you have so much to talk about, Lou.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want you to waste your voice now when we can hear.
Can I be drunk when we do the podcast?
No, if you can get drunk in the next 25 minutes, go for it.
Wait, we're doing the bonus tonight?
We'll figure out when to do the bonus off air.
Maybe.
So, Milk, you hold on there, buddy. We're going to dedicate a whole mini podcast.
Let's not curdle quite yet, Milk. You'll get your answers.
God, worst dad jokes
get me
in the
out of
history
here.
of the world.
Hey. Some people appreciate bad dad jokes.
That's true.
You can't lie about that.
I concur.
But next we're going to get into the news. I just want to make note that I remembered we actually had to play music that time. All right, first on the news docket. Zach, you got something about OG Xbox games?
OG Xbox games are here. We knew they were coming. And they showed up on the 24th, which was a Monday, yesterday, to be exact.
Monday was not.
What's yesterday?
Today is
the
Wednesday. 25th, so it was a Tuesday.
But it was still yesterday.
I just gained a whole day.
Yep.
Well,
boom.
Went forward a day. I guess I lost the day technically. But
yeah, kind of.
Now Friday's that much closer. This is great.
Yay. Oh, wait, I have Friday off. Yay.
So as of right now, as you're listening to this, there's 13 original Xbox games that you can go out and purchase. They're $9.99 if you buy them digitally right now, but if you have the discs for any of these games, you can play them now. Just plug in the disc and go. I'll list off the games quick. We have Crimson Skies, Fusion Frenzy. Yeah, you like that, don't you?
A little bit.
Oh, Jesus, you need a pair of shorts?
Jump Duck.
Ninja Gaiden Black, yes. Knights of the Old Republic, Prince of Persia, Sands of Time,
all right.
Black, Psychonauts, Sid Meier's Pirates, Dead to Rights, right. Red Faction 2, Blood Rain 2, and Grabbed by the Ghoulies. So I went out and bought KOTOR, but as soon as I could, it's really weird seeing the original Xbox logo and the games like on my Xbox One. It's insane that we're playing
these games
from so long ago. Like
I didn't play any of these games.
No, none of them.
No.
Well, I could see you playing Black. I think that'd be the only game.
Black,
well,
Black would be right up his alley.
Yeah.
I didn't have an OG Xbox.
Okay.
I played on a PS2 until 360.
I also didn't own an original Xbox, so whenever I was playing that, I'd be like our buddy Matt McGinnis.
Either that or my house.
Or your house.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I remember when you upgraded from the original Xbox to the Xbox 360 and you're playing like Ghost Recon or whatever.
SSX Tricky.
That too. And I was just like, why does this all look so good? It's insane. Fusion Frenzy, though, I think that's got a spot in our hearts.
Yeah, we did a lot of time in the Jump Duck.
Yeah, so there's no online functionality, so you can't play like that. But like we could go down into the living room now and play that stupid Jump Duck. Jump.
It was basically a Super Mario Party.
Yeah, it was like Microsoft's version of Mario Party.
Pretty much. It was fun.
KOTOR's great. Did you play Ninja Gaiden Black? Or was that not one of the Ninja Gaidens you played?
I don't recollect playing Black, but
either way,
Ninja Black.
That's there. They even do look better. The textures are a little better, like I said earlier when I was talking about KOTOR. Yeah, this is sweet. We're also getting 360 games. They're getting enhancements, graphical enhancements as well.
Ooh, pretty.
It's Microsoft's working hard to let you all the shit that you had back in the day, they want you to be able to play that. They don't want you to lose your ability to play these older games.
That's good.
Even if not a ton of people are taking
advantage of it. There will be a place for a certain amount of people that definitely will.
Like, I'm curious how many copies of Knights of the Old Republic got bought when this came out.
Yep.
I bet a decent amount.
Like,
and how much it can't cost that much to recycle these games through.
No, not at all.
Mm-mm.
So they're definitely banging out a bunch of bucks.
But yeah,
back out with stuff.
So that's a thing, and I think it's amazing, and definitely look out for more of these. They're not going to stop with these 13. I wouldn't assume. It would be sweet if you started to see some even on like Games with Gold.
Mm-hmm. That would be nice.
Speaking of that, actually, Ninja Gaiden Black is in the Game Pass. So if you pay for the Game Pass each month, which is $9.99, Ninja Gaiden Black's in there. So
Nice.
Even for Game Pass, if they start to put more of the original Xbox games in there, that's pretty awesome. Yep. I dig it.
Yes,
dig it.
I like it as well.
All right, Lewis.
What up?
Do you have trouble hearing?
What? Ha! See what I did there? Yeah,
I get it.
Ha! Ho ho! I do have trouble hearing actually. But cool news study. In the journal Current Biology, they did a study on players who've been playing puzzle games that make you, with the puzzle game, it's ear cues, like hearing cues, where they have noises that are being played over background noises, and you need to listen to that. And with people that have been playing it this way, after 2 months of playing, elderly and adults with hearing loss could hear 25% more spoken words under noisy conditions than they could than they could before, which is pretty cool. So not only can games help with vision, ADHD, now they're helping to improve hearing. I mean, it's not going to replace a hearing aid or anything, but it's going to keep your hearing stronger longer. So maybe push that
video games louder.
Yeah, maybe push that hearing aid back another year or two. I mean, don't go around putting headphones on and blasting it, but that's pretty cool. I want to hear better. I already hear pretty bad as it is, so maybe I'll play some of these puzzle games.
I listen to music so loud. I listen to everything so loud.
Yeah, you'll definitely be deaf soon.
But I feel like I hear better than some people.
What?
Oh, it'll go.
Probably will.
It'll go.
Yeah, I'll definitely.
Good
My
thing
mom
you
already
had
has
that
a
2
hearing
years of
aid
sign
at like
language.
50, so I'm probably pretty boned at this point. But maybe they'll just have bionic ears by the time mine goes.
There you go. Maybe.
Hopefully, fingers crossed. All right, give me that Switch update.
All right, Switch update 4.0. Lewis, it's bringing a great new feature.
I saw this
to the Switch.
I saw this.
I think you're smiling about something different because I'm about to tell you that all of that save data you lost.
I know.
You could have, if you had waited a few days to trade in your Switch. This 4.0 update allows you to transfer all of your save data.
Yeah.
They'll lose it.
I don't know. I don't think you realized this until after last podcast.
No, we
already touch on how you've lost all of your Zelda saves and all of your Stardew progress? Okay.
And all of my Mario vs. Rabbids and all of my Mr. Shifty and all of my golf story. Pretty much everything.
It makes my heart hurt.
Oh, it just makes me not want to play the games.
You said that. I can imagine having to start over Stardew Valley again from scratch, like we talked about.
Very frustrating.
Or golf.
Now you just go in with a better understanding of how to better everything else.
Yeah, start your 14th farm.
Okay, yes. Okay, cool. Thanks for helping me restart my farm for the 15th time. But I'm just trying not to think about my Zelda, just because I don't remember where half those tombs were or half those things were where I had to go just to get more health or I'm done. I can't talk about it anymore.
So that's the first part. So everyone else besides Lewis, this is great news for you. I mean, if anything happens to your Switch in the future, at least now you can transfer your save data. Oh, that sucks. Also, your user profiles and stuff, which you already could do, obviously. Game capture. Not screens, but like actual videos. You can record 30-second clips now. It's only out for a certain, like a handful of games. I know Mario Kart, Zelda, a few of the bigger games. So all you're going to do is where you'd normally hit the capture button to take the picture, you're just going to hold it down. Yep.
Okay.
And then you'll get 30 seconds, and you can share it and do everything that you could with the photo, except for now you have 30 seconds of video.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a neat little feature.
Mm-hmm.
Some new profile pictures because of the new games, in case you want to look like whatever one of these pictures are. I'm not actually positive what pictures they added. Probably something to do with Mario, because Mario's coming out.
Imagining.
GameCube controller support.
This was kind of what I was smiling about. This is kind of cool.
This is weird because they didn't mention this in their patch notes at all for this. Like, this was just found by random people. Yeah, it's through the USB connector, like Type C to USB. You can use a GameCube controller now if you want, which is so weird.
But I thought they had a weird circle plug-in, the Cube controller.
Yeah, but there's going to be an adapter for that to USB.
Oh, that's cool. I mean,
it's
going to save me money from
bizarre.
buying an
Pro
Elite.
controller.
A Pro, yeah.
Yeah. Also, another thing
that on your Switch, you need an Elite controller for.
A Pro controller.
I use a Pro controller.
I mean, they're nice controllers.
It's a super nice controller.
The games
what
I
are you
would
playing for though that you need.
Splatoon 2, I would definitely play with.
If
it just makes it more precise,
If you're gonna play Splatoon, but even for me, it's like that thing gets uncomfortable to me once in a while, and the Joy-Cons are also very small and like, I don't know, that just feels like a normal ass controller. Right? What?
Doesn't it come with a controller you can slide the Joy-Cons onto?
Yeah, but it's just not. It's like, why do we use an Elite controller instead of a normal controller? It's just a quality of life thing. You definitely don't need it, but it's a solid controller.
I played Splatoon 2 on the big TV with the controller you slip your Joy-Cons into, and it's just the fact that the buttons and everything are just directly above each other and not slightly like tilted. You know what I'm saying? Like the joystick is right above the D-pad.
No, yeah, I got you.
It just feels better in your hand, and it seems more responsive with the Pro controller when you're trying to aim and stuff like that, because the little Joy-Cons the little sticks are so short,
That's the other thing, is like the sticks on this are like normal ass analog sticks, not the tiny little Switch ones.
I mean, but for portable, you don't need anything like that. But
100%.
It's going to save me $69.
Yeah, it's a quality of life thing. You don't need it.
So then, question: what if Control Freak came out with something to help that? Control Freak is a company that
to put little nubbies on the top of them.
Add-ons. Well, they clip onto them, and you can get like small, medium, or large.
To be honest, you can probably Google that right now and see.
I
imagine they would have to make special Joy-Cons just for that. Like, it would be an Elite Joy-Con where you can change the...
I wonder
something like that.
I wonder if they'll come out with something like that. Like, Joy-Cons with bigger analog sticks and bigger buttons.
Yeah.
Maybe they're a little thicker, a little wider.
Like change, instead of just being, like, a little square.
Maybe cocked to the side.
Exactly.
Or, like,
maybe
back
have,
a little bit.
a little thinner at the top and wider at the bottom. More
ergonomic for your hands.
Yeah, which would be cool.
And the last thing that they stealth put into this was wireless headset. Like, wireless headphone. The ability to use wireless headphones, it's not Bluetooth.
It's not Bluetooth?
The only type of wireless headsets you can actually use are ones that come with like a dongle on the other end. You like the word
He
dongle?
literally laughed at the word dongle.
It's funny.
It's not that funny.
Trying to say dongle without laughing.
Dongle.
You guys are fucking lame.
So yeah, if you have a headset that has like a USB dongle, you can plug it in. Fuck off, Lewis. And that'll work. So that's a thing.
Yeah, dongle's a thing.
Game Freaks for the Nintendo Switch, not a thing.
Control Freaks, not really seeing much. They have
dongles,
like controllers where you use one Joy-Con. So instead of just holding the Joy-Con with your two hands, there's like an actual controller. I don't know if you knew about that.
I mean, you can use the Joy-Cons with two hands, one Joy-Con with two hands.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying there's a controller that you set the Joy-Con in.
It kind of makes it a little bit bigger. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not seeing anything, so maybe that's a big opportunity for Control Freak to add in.
I also just don't know if there's enough room actually, like off of that controller, to actually put something on top of the analog stick, because they're so close and like they're super compact.
That's why I think they would have to make new ones.
They don't really go underneath.
I know they clip on top of it, but I don't know.
They would have to make a whole new controller, I feel
it'd be cool if they did do that, though. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's all I got for Switch update.
All right. And last but not least, Nintendo Mobile Direct.
Yeah, so they are putting out their next mobile game at the end of November, which isn't this month.
That's next month.
It's October. So
November.
next month,
In November.
at the end of the month, they announced their new Animal Crossing game. It's going to be called Animal Crossing Pocket Camp.
I'm pretty excited.
I've never played an Animal Crossing game, so...
I have back in the day.
Oh, okay. I don't know how much there is to really say about it. Late November, you're a campsite manager, so that's going to be what you're doing is managing a campsite, upgrading. So here's the thing: you can download this game now, not legally, like in a sketchy gray area. You can download the actual file.
Kind of like the Pokemon Go.
It's gonna yes, exactly, and that's how we got it. That's how we got Pokemon Go early. It asks you what region you're in, but the only option you have right now is Australia. So you just click Australia.
Australia! Come on, from the down under. Being
Yep.
able to play the game with the kangaroos.
Exactly. So
Let me jump in the pocket there, kangaroo, and play the Animal Crossing.
you went from Australian to like Scottish,
It's hard sometimes to stick with one accent.
apparently.
All right.
Good day, mate. You got some information?
Quickly, which isn't going to be terribly quickly, two things. One, as soon as you get to the Control Freak website, switch the way you play. There are Control Freaks for your Switch Joy-Cons and for the Switch Pro controller.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
I'm the same. They're small, large, whatever
Same.
size you want. They have different colors, yada, yada, yada. And coming in live with a question for the podcast, friend of the show Tyler writes in and asks, have you ever broken a controller, console, or TV over a silly game?
Over
That's
a
literally-
silly game?
Well, you didn't say silly. I guess I added that in. But
Game in
I
general.
literally, that just came over Hangouts. So
Ooh,
I was able to get that.
I don't know if
one.
I broken a controller. I might have damaged a button.
Oh, man. you must have been
oh.
really mad.
A lot
Super
of
mad.
quickly pounding. I mean, I didn't break the button. It's just less responsive. But I don't think I've ever broken.
I've never, like, I'm assuming what he's talking about is, like, rage quitting and, like, whipping.
Smash. Oh, no.
Context: the UNC starting guard in basketball broke his hand punching a door. I'm assuming he was mad at losing in NBA 2K or something.
I have not done anything like that.
Okay, well, I have a quick story to go along with that.
Go for
I
it.
was playing FIFA with friend of the show, Greg, and I beat him on a silly-ass goal that happened because the game, like, lagged and...
And your voice cracked
and
again?
the voice cracked and it just scared him, and like it just bounced around 4 different players and then just ended up in the goal. He got so mad he threw my Xbox off of the TV stand.
What the fuck?
The Xbox was fine, but he had to buy me a new FIFA because it scratched up my FIFA disc.
Well, it was inside of the Xbox?
Yep.
Jesus.
I guess I got a story. I'm pretty sure we were playing a video game, and I was playing with my buddy Burke, and he flung a booger at me, and it stuck to my face because I beat him in the game. So then I pushed him out of his chair.
Why? That's a Lewis story through and through.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, definitely cool. I'm glad I'm on that side of the notes share page.
He was just showing me the Control Freaks.
Oh,
Or the Control Freaks?
Control Freaks, spelled KONTROL.
They actually look
FREEK.
pretty legit. They make the actual joysticks look
oh really?
better, like bigger. Yeah, bigger and better.
Let's see.
Take a look.
Okay, they kind of pop up the. Oh yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, they give you more real estate for your thumb.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I was talking about mostly, was because you guys were saying that there's so little movement room in the joysticks. These increase that
Increase the movement. Yeah.
as
Yeah.
long as that movement's allowed in the.
In the
Because
game.
some controllers don't actually have the ability. They have click points versus like free roam of their. So that's all I was trying to say. And we got that really cool like direct question while we were live recording. So.
That I don't have anything. I'll get pissed at games, but like as far as I go, like or as far as it goes, I shut off my
Console before
like I'll
anything.
just quit and
So-
Yeah.
We'll
Turn
be
it
playing,
off. Quit.
we'll be playing 3-man Rocket League with me, Zach, and Tyler Payne, and we'll just be like halfway through the game, we'll be down 4-0, and then all of a sudden it'll just be like, Risky the Kid has left the game, and then you get a text in your chat that just says,
Fuck this game.
"Hey, power went out. Sorry guys, going to bed."
Bullshit.
Like, yeah, but you're texting in Hangouts with your Wi-Fi? Or, hey,
I
my
can do
Xbox randomly turned off. Or the one, where did you go after that? Or we were playing something, you went to Rocket League, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were playing something and it wasn't going well, and I was like, oh, I just got some error, and it started Rocket
It was
League.
probably Destiny or something.
Yeah, I
That was
don't
before
remember what it was.
Destiny. Yeah.
But
Oh,
no,
Fortnite maybe?
that could be.
Could've been.
Yeah.
But I've never broken anything. Usually I just shut my shit off and I'll walk away before I end up.
Mhm.
It's just because I know that I've spent money on this shit.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing that I couldn't do.
Like
you know?
I
I
can't
do-
pick up my monitor and like whip it at a wall. Like
No.
I'm gonna be
I do
fucking even more mad.
A lot
after
of
that
desk
happens.
slams where you get really mad
See,
and you
dude,
just
I don't
like
even do that.
double fist your desk real
I'm
quick.
usually more like, ah, goddamn motherfucking cunt son of a bitch, you fucking stupid fucking game. Why'd you fucking kill me for the 50th fucking time? One of those
looks
type
like
of
we're not getting monetized this time.
Yeah.
Jesus
I
Christ.
don't
That
break
was-
things. I swear
That's
and,
intense.
and curse and
Yeah, that's a good thing though.
You know,
I'll
Don't get
like I'll
physical.
ball a fist, maybe like clench real hard. Like, oh, you game.
one of these days, game.
Yeah, exactly. So no, I don't have that. I've told this before, but like my brother punched a hole through the wall at my parents' house when he was playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I've never experienced the man who whips his controller
I
at the
couldn't.
TV and like
And gets it stuck. Did you see it? There's
yeah,
actual.
I've seen this shit.
Uh-huh.
Like,
I couldn't because you're going to be out more money doing that.
yeah,
you
like
know?
this isn't gonna make
100%.
things better in the long run. But I guess
No.
usually when that happens, you're not thinking about it.
I would be more pissed at myself.
Yeah, for sure.
for
Yeah.
breaking it than actually doing
Yeah,
something.
I'd much rather just put the game down and come back to it later.
So there you go.
And-
I came in real quick.
Yeah, back to that Nintendo Mobile Direct. It was all about that Animal Crossing game. And like I said, there's definitely ways to download it now. You just got to play through Australia. I spent maybe 15 minutes in it. It was just a lot of going out and doing things for like different people you would run into, I guess. So people would want like apples or fruits or whatever, and you have to go find a tree and bring back apples and shit. I don't know. I still don't know what the point is because I've never played an Animal Crossing game. But
Yeah.
Nintendo or Mario Run was their last game, and that was
Mhm.
good. I
didn't
only
play
played the
that.
demo of it,
I
but so yeah, that's cool.
All right,
That's cool stuff.
and that's gonna do it for your news.
Can I
this
put one more
week.
thing in quick?
Do
Yeah,
it.
give us whatever you want.
There's no Halloween event in Destiny.
Really?
Nope.
Yeah,
So I
Even
can't do
Fortnite
anything
Battle
with,
Royale turned a rocket launcher into a pumpkin shooter.
so I can't do anything with my celery anymore.
and your raisins.
My raisins and celery. I wonder if we turn on Destiny 1, if there'll be
If they're
If
The
they-
Halloween
that's
thing.
where
Halloween
their
thing.
Festival
Yeah.
of the Lost stuff is.
I-
It's all
back in the
it's
back.
all in Destiny 1.
You know, it could be. Who knows? Doubt it, but
Yeah, that sucks. They're doing the Dawning or whatever. Like they'll do their Christmas one. That's still gonna happen, but they're not doing a Halloween event at all.
that's surprising.
That's
It
bummy.
sucks because they're already not doing well. Well,
Not
So
they're,
that's the
they're
stupid
definitely
thing, is
they're
that-
doing well. It's the number one sold game right now.
it's the number one sold game right now. It took over Wildlands, I think, once PC came out.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's the biggest and best selling game this year.
Mm-hmm.
But Bungie knows that its players aren't happy,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like this isn't.
This would be something that would bring
This
people
is something
back
that
to
would
play.
make people like, yeah.
Give them a little a little spice.
It's more just them taking away shit that we used to have.
They
which
definitely
sucks.
did take away a lot, which is kind of upsetting. But they did put in a great story, which is nice.
Yeah, but I almost would. I don't want to get into a Destiny chat
Talk.
here, but I mean, I'd almost rather have all of that stuff and make it more year 3 D1 than have just a new story with a bunch of shit missing. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I agree. I figured I'd add that in because
That's news.
it is news
It
and
is. It's something
it's
that bothers us. and
stupid.
Dumb. Come on, Bungie, get your shit together.
Good luck with that.
Here's your sign. But that's going to do it for our news. Let's go around the table here. Where can we find you? And what do you think you'll be playing this week? Lewis, I'm going right back to you.
All right.
You're to my right. It happens.
You can find me at Waterloo on Beam and Xbox, and
He called it Beam.
I did.
Mixer.
It's still written.
Well, it says Beam.
He still has it written in there. That's from like
on Mixer.
podcast
It's
3.
way
Why-
back in the day.
Why do you have to read something to tell people where you're?
I don't, but I was just reading this time, and it just happened. Waterloo on Mixer and Xbox. On the PlayStation 4, you can find me at Waterlewis. I don't know what I'll be playing. Definitely maybe some Shadows of War. Definitely Mario Odyssey. I saw a preview for Horizon Dawn, the new
expansion.
Expansion.
So maybe you'll start that game.
I want to say I'll start it, but
Wolfenstein, Assassin's Creed, and Mario Odyssey all come out on Friday.
exactly. There's just
And there's Shadow of
way
War.
too much. Yeah. But there is a positive. Moonlighting is not coming out tomorrow. Moonlighter is not coming out tomorrow, which could have just added way more trouble to me.
Yep.
But yeah, so I have no clue. It's going to be a toss-up on what I play.
Well, that's fine. We'll catch you next week to see what you play. Zach.
You can find me at Risky the Kid everywhere. With those 3 games coming out this weekend, I'm sure that's where most of my time will be. How about you, Ben?
I am OMG Chopa everywhere. Zach got into his stream game a little bit. I want to try and up my YouTube a little bit, so I'll keep you posted on if that works out. Those games plus the regular League of Legends, and I want to get a win in PUBG. I have not won that game yet, so I want to do that. But yeah, like everyone else, it's gonna be a toss-up. Hopefully I get to play a lot of shit, but it sounds like I have a pretty busy weekend. If you want to get in touch with us here at Risky Radio, you can email us officialriskyradio@gmail.com, or you can DM us at _riskyradio on Twitter. I check that often, and I post the podcast there along with on my own personal Twitter as well. But that is going to do it for us here tonight at Risky Radio. On behalf of everyone, I'd like to thank you for joining us. We had a great time, and we hope you did too. We will be back next week for a brand new episode, but until then, we'll catch you later.
Hasta luego, bitches.
Bye, guys.